Tigers, and welcome to TigerVision News.
I'm Vanessa, and this is my co-host, Emily. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, guess who has the spotlight on center stage this week?
Is it true that I finally give my chance to dance?
No, silly goose, it's Miss Kudo.
Okay, let's go see what her life was like and how she became a teacher.
Nobody ever actually talked to me about college. I came from a pretty poor family, and the first time college was ever mentioned to me was in 8th grade. My school did a class ranking, and I was 7th out of about 200 kids. And my dad told me that day, if you want to go to college, you need to go ahead and be valedictorian, which is first in your class, because we can't pay for it. So that was the first time anyone mentioned college to me. It wasn't a, hey, you should go. I never grew up thinking I had to go. It was, if you want to go, you better take care of it. So I was valedictorian at my high school because I wanted to go to college. What I didn't know is that that doesn't actually pay for a whole lot of your college. So I was looking at offers from some small schools to play volleyball or basketball, but I wanted to go to a school that people had actually heard of. And Texas Tech ended up offering me a couple of scholarships, so I came up here. So I went to school thinking I wanted to be a journalist, so I started taking journalism classes and didn't really like them. And I switched to English, and then I ended up adding my other love, which was history. So I ended up with a double major, and I had a degree in history and English, which, in case you're wondering, is pretty well useless. But I had already met my college sweetheart and knew that we were going to get married and be moving to a dairy farm in the middle of Nebraska. So I wasn't real worried. I figured I would just go work as a copy editor at the newspaper, and that's what I did. Life changed. My father-in-law passed away, and my husband wasn't sure that dairy farming was his passion anymore. We ended up in New Mexico, and I worked at a radio station as a news director. And then my husband decided, you know what, I'm just going to join the Army. And about that time, I found out I was pregnant, and he signed up for 5 years. We lived in 4 different places and had 3 kids during that time. So when he finally got out of the Army and we settled down in Fort Worth, I stayed home for another year or two. My youngest was probably about 2.5 when I finally went back to work, and I got an alternative certification to teach. I didn't think I'd ever get a job as an actual teacher because a lot of people won't hire alt-cert teachers. I ended up getting a job as a special ed high school English teacher, and I taught all 4 grades and reading intervention, and it was really tough. It was in a pretty tough school, but I loved it. And then my husband got a job in St. Louis, and we had to move, and there I was out of work again. Stayed home for another year. And then we moved here, and I got lucky enough to get a job here at Friendship Middle School. I was very excited. A lot of people probably don't realize I'm only in my 4th year of teaching. So I'm kind of new to this whole thing. But I love it. I really didn't think I'd like middle school, no offense, guys. But I had taught high school, and I really liked them a lot. They're lots of fun, except for seniors. They're not as fun. And then I came down here, and boy, 6th graders just were so adorable, and I totally loved them. And then I got 8th graders, and it's taken me a couple years, but I think I like them too. So anyhow, that's how I got here. Just know that you don't have to have anybody paying for it. You don't have to have somebody who can give you a hand through all of it. I put myself through college. I graduated with a double major in 3.5 years because nobody else was paying for it, and I didn't have time to waste. So just know, if you ever need help or need to know how you can do that, come and see me. I will help you. I'll help you figure it out because it is possible.
Spirit Day at Chick-fil-A is this Thursday.
You will need to go to the Chick-fil-A on 82nd in Milwaukee.
Plan to eat out and tell the cashier you support FMS when you place your order.
Our drive for CASA is still going on.
Bring hair accessories for girls tomorrow.
Hair gel for boys on Wednesday.
Nail polish Thursday.
And baby wipes Friday.
Remember, full-size items only.
Now let's check in with Anissa and find out what's happening in weather.
I'm Anissa here with your weather. Current conditions 65 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, winds northeast, and 0% chance of rain. Here's a look at tonight's forecast for some rain there. Here's a look at today's 5-day forecast. Temperatures in the 70s the next few days with a chance of rain. I'm Anissa with your weather. Drink boxed.
Thanks, Anissa.
Now let's find out what's going on in sports.
Hello, FMS sports fans. I'm Emily, and this is Anissa, and here's a look at today's sports.
After being rained out last week, the city track meet has been rescheduled for tonight.
Let's go check out some of the rad people that made the meet and see what strategy they'll use to kill it tonight.
I'm Jaden here with.
Abby.
What event are you in at the city track meet?
High jump.
How did you do at the zone meet?
I got second.
What's the best thing about qualifying for city?
Getting to high jump with Hannah again.
Thank you. I'm Jaden here with.
William.
Carson. Riley.
What event are you in the city track meet?
4x1 and 4x4.
400. I guard the water bowl. And he's a golfer.
How did you do at the zone meet?
We got third in 4x1 and second in 4x4.
I got third in the 400. The water bowl was empty at the end.
What's the best thing about qualifying for city?
Winning.
I just have a good time hanging out with all my friends and talking to all the ladies.
I like to run after people who take it.
Thank you. I'm Jaden here with.
Holden.
Jaden.
Imani.
What event are you in the city track meet?
Eating.
Shot put and the 800.
110 hurdles.
How did you do at the zone track meet?
I ate 4 slices.
Good.
Good.
What's the best thing about qualifying for city?
Eating.
Get to go and compete.
I don't really know.
Thank you.
Good luck today, guys.
Our rock and tennis teams play irons this week.
The C team plays tomorrow on irons,
The A team plays Wednesday at FHS.
and the B team plays Thursday at irons. Practice hard and go get them, Tigers.
This weekend's golf tournament is at the Reese Golf Center.
It's the Friendship Classic, and we've heard it's one of the hardest tournaments on the middle school tour.
Tee-off time is at 3 p.m. Saturday.
That's all we have today.
Thanks for watching TigerVision News.
Everyone have a great afternoon.
We'll see you later.
Until then, Tigers, drink boxed.